Hi, I'm Jess. Let's talk about work. So, I like to share stories because it helps to provide examples, and maybe you'll recognize a person in your life or even recognize this in yourself. So, many years ago, I had started a new job in a very 100% male dominated, I think it was me and 40 men. I was in my late 20s and I was coming on as like a production supervisor for this steel fabrication job. And as my new boss was walking me around the shop floor, he introduced me to one of the main machine operators who'd been there for quite a while, so a senior employee. And as we were being introduced, he looks at me and he goes, "I'm going to make you cry." I'm sorry, what? Like, what a way to introduce yourself. What an impression to make to somebody new, and right in front of your boss too. So obviously no fear, no concern for the fact that this was inappropriate. And so what I would refer to this as acting out. And what happens is when we're not fulfilled in our life and our work, we will act out. We will do things to get our needs met. So I didn't know it at the time. I had not started studying this human needs psychology back then. But now, of course, we can always connect the dots backwards. And so a few months ago or so, I was kind of reminiscing over some of my own past experiences and trying to, kind of dissect them a little bit and think about what was really going on and what maybe I could have done better or what I should have done or whatnot. And so this story, of course, came to mind because it's a fairly significant thing to happen. You don't soon forget something like that. And it occurred to me that this gentleman was acting out because his need was not being met. And I truly believe, based on what I've learned through my studies, is that he was trying to meet a need for significance. He clearly did not feel a sense of significance at work. And so the only way for him to get that need met, that thing that just fulfills us, that it pulls us, it drives us, is to find a way to feel significant. And this can happen in a lot of different ways. People can act out in a lot of ways to feel significant. But, when we can start to see people this way, it can really help us understand and navigate for ourselves the best path forward. Because had I chosen at that moment to dig my heels in and be like, "Dude, you're going to answer to me, you're not going to make me cry, and don't be an asshole," I didn't do that. I kind of just let it go. And over time, him and I actually came to work really well together. I was apparently knowing enough at the time that really what this gentleman wanted was some sort of respect. And so when I gave him that, just through our own, working our way through our working relationship, over time, I came to respect him. I showed him that respect. And because of the way I showed up, he in turn respected me. We ended up having a fantastic working relationship. He even had my back on many occasions. So really being able to learn what's going on with people so that you know how to respond and not react. Our default reaction is to fight or flight, right? Like go to war. What are we going to do here? Which is one of the reasons why I love this human needs psychology at work, because this is where we need to really control our emotions. Other people basically have our jobs in their hands. And if we inappropriately act out or react, we could potentially lose our job. So when somebody comes and they're acting out to us, the best thing that we can do is to hold it and figure out what it is that might really be going on underneath the surface. So to learn more about these needs, check out the assessment below.